What's up guys, Kinetic here. Today we're posting a brand new video. I haven't posted in a while. Don't feel like really saying these excuses because, well, they really are excuses. But I would like to give an update on my most popular video. I believe it's my most popular. It's my Shakespeare ATS 30 honest review video. And I basically showcased this reel right here. And I gave my initial input. And the reason why this is a long-awaited video is because I actually wanted to give this reel a run for its money. I wanted to actually test it thoroughly to give my own personal experiences. And so, this is why I'm recording the video. Believe it or not, I had to catch some fish on it. I actually caught a 30-pound paddlefish. I know, not that impressive. Was banded, but the guy who we go trolling with uses this, believe it or not, and he's caught 8-pounders on it quite easily. So this reel can definitely handle it, especially with the 100-pound line. Stout stuff. This reel is awesome. There's a few main features that I have seen to really make it worth its price. It's actually it's quite cheap. It's around $40. Still worth it. And the thing that makes it so awesome is its gear ratio. Whether you're casting or trolling, reeling in can be a chore because it is so, with most reels generally, it reeling really slow. But this is a 6, it's a 6 something something gear ratio, so the reel isn't quite fast. Each time you reel in the handle, reels in 6 times. So that makes it really effective for reeling in quick. Most people, generally, people think because it actually reels in so fast, you can't get as much torque. Although that may be true, for freshwater fishing, you really don't need more than 20 pounds of drag. It's just, you're really not going to need it unless you're fishing in absolutely raging current and you're fishing for big fish, like maybe big sturgeons. But, this thing, although it's a trolling reel, casts great. I can sling, this 8-ounce weight, really far. Just fine. I've striper fished with it. Haven't caught anything on it. I do want to catch some striper on it. Obviously, I'll put on the ladder line, 100-pound line is way too much. But this reel is amazing. It's put up use and abuse whole snagging season. It's gone through a lot of torque, a lot of snags. The line would break before this thing would even budge. Obviously, we're tying it to the boat, but it's awesome. It's got, this thing, it's got a lot of drag on it. Like, you'd cut your hand free to pull that. Another thing that I could see it being very useful for, is the bait clicker. I think that is really awesome for catfishing. Also, when you're trolling too. Now, one of the last features that I will say is definitely a benefit with this rod and reel, before I actually get into the negatives, is the tension knob. The tension knob can go up quite a bit. Like, as I'm saying, I can sling a 8-ounce weight just fine without the tension being too low. In fact, I think I've actually slung 16-ounce weights. The only thing that was actually holding me back was the rod itself. So, I think that's pretty cool. So maybe if you're fishing heavy current and you guys want something that can sling heavy weight, that might be the option. The length capacity is also insane. But I'd actually like to get to the negatives now. Obviously this is a great reel, but there is a few negatives. And number one being, if you're going to fish this all the time, paddlefish snagging, you are going to have to re-spool your reel a couple times. Especially if you're using 80 to 100 pound braid, you can only fit about 300 yards of that, depending on the quality of braid that you have. But as generally, you're going to get snagged a lot, so you will have to spool your thing. The only time you ever would not need to do that ever is if you had like some really expensive like $50 Power Pro that you could fit like 500 yards. But if you're buying a budget reel, you're not going to buy the most expensive braided line, obviously. Another feature that I would like to say in this, another complaint, the only thing I have had issues with yet, but I'm a little bit worried about, on this reel, with big reels like this, this just fits in a normal reel holding seat right here. I would like to see it come with some metal rings or something to put around it and screw it together. Like there's a place to put a bracket through there, but they don't actually come with a place to actually, bolt it down into your rod, because sometimes, I know this can be the rod's fault, but sometimes it's going to slip. But I would like it to come with those, bolts to, because I'm not sure what size to get, But, other than that, one last thing. The biggest thing that is really annoying is with this reel, when you cast with this really hard, your engager for your open spool will flick up, and what will happen is, it's almost as if your bait click will do that, and it will be the worst sound ever. Something like that. So when you cast it really, really hard, like let's say you're new to the bait casting and your tension is really high and you're just slinging it, what will happen is this will actually engage, and you could get a backlash. Like, you could get a nasty backlash because it's basically essentially stopping that really hard. It's a horrible noise, and it's probably not too good for the reel either. That's a big complaint, but this is not a casting reel after all. This is a trolling reel, so if you are trolling, no need to worry about it. But this is my honest review. The people I've talked to, they say it's a great reel. My dad's going to buy some because he's had issues with some other reels that I won't mention the names of. This thing is awesome. I've caught a fish on it. My dad's buddy who actually has the boat that we fish on, he's caught 80 pounders on it. He has people who's caught 90 to 100 pounders just fine. So, freshwater fishing, this is basically as good as you ever need. Price range, I believe $44. I'll have to see next online. But this is my after use review, I should say, of it. I think it's great. No complaints. And so sorry I haven't posted in a while. I'll try to crank out some content this summer because I don't have school, although I do help run a business. But this is my review, so hope you guys enjoyed my video. I am recording this on my phone, so sorry the quality won't be as good. My GoPro, there's some kind of issue with it. I think it's broken or something. It's also a really long video, but I like to give some feedback because my video that I made about this a few months ago is actually my most popular video. A lot of people talking about it, so I like to give a good review on it. I'll probably give one more after this fishing season and give my review. Actually, if you guys want to see more reviews, I'm going to pump out some more, excuse me, with some bait casters, spinning combos, different fishing lures, stuff like that. So just wait and watch me crank out some content. So no promises. Like to pull out a video maybe every other week. We'll see. But this is Joe Kinetic, and I'll be signing out. So see you guys. Thanks for watching.